Well, good morning, traders. This is James with StrategyVault. Hope everybody had a good holiday. Today is Tuesday, May 26th. Welcome to StrategyVault Pro live trading room. Take a look at the charts here. Do exactly what we always do. We'll go ahead and mark out our zone that we're watching at this time. Question is this: is the market going to break 30,000 this week? Only time will tell. We are definitely above the VWAP. So we have our adjust that a little bit. Once again, I have to advise you that we're not financial advisors, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I think we're going to change this. Markets is going to open here in 5 minutes. Don't see any red folder news at this time. Do have some news reports coming out at, let's take a look here. $10 have consumer confidence. Actually, that is some red folder news at 10 o'clock. Consumer confidence. That's about it. So we need to keep that in mind. So we've got our zone drawn here. Kind of, if we look at it, do have a little bit of an uptrend at this time. Draw that right there. Okay. Price has swept the high of the London, the high of the Asian. So here's what we're looking at. If price breaks outside of our zone above the, we're just gonna say the 29,930, I'd be looking at more movement to the upside. But what I wanted you to pay attention to is right up here. This line and this line. The red line is the bottom of the opening range on Monday, and the top is the top of the opening range on Monday, and then we have Monday's high up here. So we'll have to see what happens. If price breaks below 29,090 or 29,890, I'd look for more move to the downside. So right now, price is pretty much in a little bit of a right inside this zone. We've been inside this zone for over an hour now. So we'll see what happens. Market is going to open here in less than 2 minutes. We'll see what happens here. So another thing that I wanted to discuss that we added to our chart is the 14 EMA right here, exponential and smoothing. Just another tool out of the toolbox that shows the direction of the market. We got your VWAP here. VWAP's pretty flat. Previous 4-hour candle high here. we got the 4-hour candle open, and then the low back down here. So the market was pushing up, but at this time, there's our 90 level that I discussed. It is definitely pulling back. We'll see what happens. They may flush it to the downside. Only time will tell. Here we go. We got to pull back down, right down to that 14. Here we go. The markets are going to be open. And here we go. Markets are now open. And turn right back around. At this time, we are, the system has generated a StrategyVault buy notification right here. And right back down. So see, we have 3 directions that the market can go at this time. And now we're getting a sell notification, trying to generate. Interesting. Okay, so we're trying to get a sell notification. There's below that 890 level that we discussed. We'll have to see how this candle plays out, and right back up. So I was talking about the market could go 3 different directions. We can go up, we can go down, or we can consolidate or chop. So we'll see what it does here. Have to be patient. Look at that wick on the top and the bottom. The system is trying to, well, there goes, I was going to say, the system was trying to generate a sell notification. But as you can see, we bounced right off that trend line that we drew. So we need to definitely pay attention to that. Remember, we have news coming out here in 28 minutes. We still got about 2 minutes for the first 5-minute candle. Which way is it going to go? Okay, it's approaching our trend line. And pushing lower, there's our now. If we can break that previous, see, this is what we need to pay attention to. So here, right here, this area here, the 820, if this continues to push down, this would be the next level they're trying to break. But right here, 862 right there, where it just broke it. There's a previous 4-hour candle high, and then we have that open there at 836, and there it goes. There's your maybe is our trend going to be like this? And push, broke it again. Let's see if we can, oh, I did not mean to do that, but I'd be careful. Seeing it's turning right against us. See if it pushed down again. Past that 4-hour candle open. We get that push again. Don't know what for sure what it's gonna do. We got about 2 minutes left on this candle. Let's see how this candle closes out. Back to that previous 4-hour candle high. I don't like how this is playing out. See if we can get that pushed down again. There, if we can push her down. I don't know if it's going to do it or not. Don't like that. If we can see, push back down. She was trying. We're just kind of hanging around that trend line. If we could break it again. Well, I don't believe it's gonna do it. Okay. This may not. This looks like it's wanting to go against us. It already has. Okay. We're going to get out of that. All right, so they may push this up back up to the top of the range. See if we at least get back up to the top of that range. There it is. Are they going to push above that? Push above that top of that range. There's a 930. 935. And look at that. We'll see how this candle closes out. There we go. There's a nice push. See if we can break above that 940. There we go, 944. And break that 950 level maybe. There it is. Looks like we're gonna be going up. There we go, nice. All right, so we're gonna get out just for now, and that's just to recover what we lost. So that's fine. Gotta be patient today. You got news coming out. Let's look. We're still down. Wow, I didn't even notice that. We're still down. How is that even possible? We'll wait. So look at this level up here, 997. Boy, they might want to. They might. They looks like they're gonna try to push it to that 30,000 level. We'll wait for a pullback now. They're definitely going to that 30,000 level today, I bet. We'll let her pull back a little bit. All right, now we'll jump in, see if we get a push. See if we can push the Monday's high. See how this there we go. There we go. I would find it hard to believe that they're not going to push it to the 30,000 level. There's 80. Monday's high. Oop. See if we can hit that level. She's sure trying. if we can push. There we go. Oh, look at that. And look at that pullback. Today's gonna be a tricky day. They're trying to push it back. We'll see how this candle closes out. And look at that. See how this candle closes out. See if they're gonna make another attempt. if we can break that 60. See if we can push for that high again. There we go. See if we can break that 986 would be nice. They were pushing it. The minute I say something, it's look like they're listening. There it is. There's your 90. All right, we're going to take that only because that puts us in profit for today. And now we're going to watch and see what happens when it gets to the Monday high. That's the thing. We got to watch. And then we're probably going to see that 30,000 here pretty quick. That's okay. But the problem is this. 996 and then a sell-off. That's what we're watching. So now if we break, well, Monday's high right there. If we break Monday's high, the next target would be this 30,020-ish level, or 30,014 is 30,015. So if we can break above Monday's high with a strong close, remember, we're at all-time new highs. You have the news coming out here in 2 minutes too, so that's another reason we got out. Let's see what happens here. So what did we do wrong? We did this right here. We got a sell notification, which if we could have wrote it down, we just didn't get out. We should have got out. When it starts to get around this trend line, that's where we should have got out. So that was our fault. But then we got an SW buy notification when we jumped in and we wrote it back up, and we made back all our money plus $100. So that's okay. Today's gonna be a tough day. Coming back from the holiday. Let's see here. Remember, the news is coming out. There's your news. Oh, there. See, there's that level we just talked about. All right. It went to the 20 level. We talked about 15. And we broke 30,000, folks. And are we going to get a pullback? now. We need to definitely watch here for a decent pullback, and that would be because 30,000 is definitely a psychological level. It pushed up to the 20. See if we can get a pullback down to those EMAs down there. Set around that for okay. So another thing that we are in a new 4-hour candle also. Some days this is just how it goes. See, we're getting a pullback now. Back to Monday's high. We definitely need a pullback. If this is going to be a healthy trend, uptrend, we need a pullback. Looks like it's gonna try to put in one. Now we just need to wait. We're getting our pullback. About 1 minute left on this candle. We'll see how this candle closes out. They may try to push it up again. Definitely need to be careful. So we're about 30 minutes into the market. If it pulls back to, like I said, to our EMA or the top of that zone, about 29,940. Definitely losing its momentum to the upside. There it goes. See, this is what I was talking about. It's not very convincing either way at this time. We're right back at the top of Monday's opening range high. And then as you can see, it didn't go much higher than that on Monday. But the markets weren't open. They were, I believe they're only open half a day. We didn't trade. We didn't even look at charts on Monday. So this may be their happy place where they want to keep the market at here for a while now. So we may get a bunch of chop. Back above 30,000. So what they say is when at all-time new highs like this, and the market moving, this is all in new discovery. They're just trying to discover new higher prices. About a minute and 50 seconds left on this candle. We'll see how it plays out. And looks like they're trying to push it back up. Right back down to that 30,000 level. Here we are, chopping around. Got a new 5-minute candle. Like I said, we do at this point, my observation, I would say that we need a healthy pullback. And then, like I said, it may chop around for a while. So looking at levels, where could it go? Let's take a look at this. So standard deviation that I'm looking at from the VWAP, a standard deviation of 2 is around 30,028. Standard deviation of 1 is 29,063. I guess I can write that. Let's see. Let's just write those levels out there. Let's see. Okay. That's off the VWAP. So this one, we'll just put a text here. I guess standard D2. Okay. Standard deviation of 2. Okay. And then we've got our VWAP down here. Standard deviation. We'll just do another one. Standard deviation right there. So we'll just put standard deviation 1. So with that, this could be a retracement level. Okay. Now I didn't draw them to the downside because we're obviously in an uptrend. So would I jump in on along here? Probably not. Not until it breaks that standard deviation. There it goes, right? Bam. Did you see that? Right to that standard deviation level. Right at that level. And we have not gotten any pullback whatsoever. I called that level. We're in new discovery now, so this is where you have to be careful. Look at that pullback now. See, took out that standard deviation level. And maybe they're going to attempt it again. This is what's challenging. Today's just a challenging day. I mean, obviously it's in an uptrend, but it's there's your push up again. Pushing up even higher. Broke our standard deviation level. Looks like they want that 40 level. But it looks like they got that 40 level. There it is. I'll draw another standard deviation level. 39,100 would be the next level of interest. If we don't get these today, that's okay. They're on our charts. So now you need to watch those levels. There's your 50 level. Wow, look at that. Well, I don't know if we're going to get that retracement. Surely we're going to get that retracement sometime. Well, let's see if we can scalp real quick. I don't know. don't like that. Look at that pullback now. All right, we got to be real careful here. As you saw how it pulled back, it I just don't trust it. Which it looks like, you know, we could have got a better scalp, but that's all right. $122 for the day. Wow. Excuse me. Now, I do need to point out, so we have these standard deviation levels on our chart. And, wow, look at that. They're going for that 100. So, they definitely will fluctuate because they're based off of the VWAP. So, they move higher as the VWAP moves up, and they move down as the VWAP moves down. Wow. Today may be maybe one of those days. Remember, we only target $200 to $500 a day, and we're not there yet. Boy, this market is just went straight up. We're just waiting now. They just don't want to let it pull back. There's a decent pullback right there. There's over 30 points so far. This may be that pullback, and it may pull back down to that standard deviation level of 2, setting it approximately 29,000 or 30,030. Got a new 5-minute candle pulling back at this time. Still pulling back a little bit. And push it right back up. Definitely have to watch it. we'll see what happens when this candle closes. If we are going to get our pullback. If we get our pullback and we break 30,056, I would say we could write it down to the 30,030. Actually, and once again, we just have to watch and find out. You gotta realize that a whole bunch of people are waiting for a pullback, so the market may just totally trap everybody expecting a pullback and have a push down, a trap, and then a push right back up. We got about 30 seconds on this 5-minute candle. See how it closes out. See, we're back at that 80 level. Right at that 80 level. Here we go. 1 minute left on this 5-minute. No, I'm sorry, new 5-minute candle. And pushing higher. They're gonna probably today. It would not surprise me if they break that 30,100. There it is. See, look at that. See, what was I talking about? A bull bear trap. Now look. Are they gonna get that 100 level? Probably so. Oh, there it is. Exactly what we talked about. The next level of interest is wow. This level, this SV level up here, 30,148-ish. So we broke. Okay, so we need to realize we have a standard deviation of 3 now from the VWAP. Well, let's see if we can scalp again and write it up. All right, we're gonna take that. Just a quick 50 bucks. We just gotta be careful here. A lot of people are waiting to short this. Oh, look at that. What did we talk about? We may, I don't know. Boy, we need just to make our daily. See if we can get another pullback. Let's just jump in. We may regret it. See if we can push up to that 20 level again. See if we can push up there. I don't know. Push that. Oh my goodness. All right, we're gonna take that, and the reason is because that makes our daily. That makes the daily. It should 200. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. Once again, I have to advise you, we are not financial advisors. This is for entertainment purposes only. So here's the deal. We're at all-time new highs. We don't know, let's look here. How many candles have been bull candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the market has moved straight up since 10 minutes after open. Okay? So for an hour, the market has moved straight up. You're definitely in some challenging territory right here. Anybody in their right mind would be believing that there would be a pullback. We're right at that standard deviation level of 3. Once again, if you know anything about standard deviation levels, you know that the market likes to stay in the side of that standard deviation level on the bell curve at 90% of the time. It'll stay inside those standard deviation levels. Now, I'm not saying that it may push higher. It could push higher. The next level that we're looking at is right here at the 150 level. And if today is going to be an uptrend day and continue to the upside, we definitely need a pullback. To go even higher. We need to make a new higher low. Because the market moves in waves. It'll push higher, it'll move, and then it'll pull back. It'll push higher, and then it'll pull back. Like I said, we need that. So it is time. Well, with that being said, I think we're done for the day. This market, like I said, it's probably going to pull back pretty good. But we have made our daily for the first day back after vacation. So with that, we'll be out of here and we'll be back tomorrow. Everybody have a good day.